Understanding cancer and what it means to live an anti-cancer lifestyle can be quite complicated. An anti-cancer lifestyle can have different definitions or perspectives depending on the person's healthy goals. For me, living an anti-cancer lifestyle is based on 6 pillars, which I will explain in this video. But before that, I think it's really important that we try and understand a little bit what cancer is. I would like to start with a quote from Marie Curie. For those of you who don't know, Marie Curie was a Polish and naturalized French physicist and chemist who conducted pioneering work on radioactivity. She was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. She was the first woman to be a professor at the University of Paris, and the first woman and person to win a Nobel Prize twice. She was rejected several times when she wanted to continue further with her career simply because she was a woman, but that didn't stop her. She challenged the male and female roles throughout her lifetime, and she was discriminated in science because of being a woman, which sadly still happens today. She is remembered for discovering radium and polonium and for her huge contribution into finding treatments for cancer. One of her quotes was, "Nothing is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less." I love this quote so much because in order to be able to prevent, handle, or defeat a disease, it is really important to get to know it. So what is cancer? What makes cancer cancer? We usually refer to cancer as a single disease, but really it is a collection of different diseases which share some commonalities. You will see different resources that the definition of cancer is the uncontrollable growth of cells and their spread to other parts of the body. And even though this is true, cancer is more than that. Hanahan and Weinberg did a great job at putting together 6 characteristics in 2000 and later on 2 more in 2011 that the different types of cancer share. And these are called the 8 hallmarks of cancer, which are sustaining proliferative signaling, which means uncontrollable growth. The next one, evading growth suppressors. Then enabling replicative immortality, which means it's immortal. Then inducing angiogenesis, which means the formation of new blood vessels. Deregulating cellular energetics. Then evading the immune destruction. Resisting cell death. And activating invasion and metastasis, which means it can spread to other parts of the body. And in 2022, 2 more hallmarks were added, which are genome instability, and finally, tumor promoting inflammation. The reason why cancer is considered a collection of different diseases rather than being a single disease is because a cancer cell derives from a normal human cell. And in our human body, we have around 200 different types of cells, which means we can have at least 200 different types of cancer. We can classify cancer according to where they start and the type of cell they start in. So really, cancer is like the surname. We keep the name because they share some similarities, but for instance, breast cancer and lung cancer, even though they share similarities, are different types of cancer. So maybe your next question is, what causes cancer? So 35% is due to tobacco, and this may not be a surprise to you. 30% is due to diet, although researchers think this could actually be up to 68%. And then 20% is occupational, although researchers are thinking that this could be up to 38%. Then 10% is due to infection and 5% because of other causes. However, this is very general, and if we dive into the different types of cancer, we could see more specific causes. However, I'm not going to dive in those today because we could be here forever. But if you're interested, please let me know and I can make a video about this. So now that I have briefly explained what cancer is, I think we can move on into explaining what living an anti-cancer lifestyle is for me, which is basically the definition of living a healthy life. That's what anti-cancer lifestyle means to me. So in order for me to live an anti-cancer lifestyle, I am based in 6 pillars. The first one is to boost immune system. The immune system is our defense. The immune system is a complex network of organs, cells, and proteins that defend the body from infections whilst protecting the body's cells. If we focus on cancer, some cells of the immune system, such as dendritic cells, can recognize cancer cells as abnormal. These dendritic cells will then take this information to T cells and activate them. The T cells will then go to where the cancer cells are through the bloodstream and try to kill them. So for me, having a strong immune system is part of having an anti-cancer lifestyle, and there are certain habits that we can introduce on our daily life in order to do this, and this is what I plan to share in this channel. My second pillar is female health, and the reason why I'm saying this is because as a woman I have 2 other parts of my body to which I have to pay extra attention. Those are breasts and the womb. These 2 can tell us so much information about our health if we know where to pay attention, and also help us when it comes to decide certain habits, certain female healthcare, and foods for our health. Talking about food, this takes me to my next pillar, which is having a healthy, balanced diet. What we eat has a huge impact on our health, and in this channel I really want to share with you what foods we can eat in order to reduce the risk of having cancer. And just before jumping onto the next pillar, when I mention diet, by no means this means a strict diet or a diet to lose weight. I know normally when you mention the word diet, people assume that you're talking about losing weight, but if you look at the definition of diet, it's what you eat on a daily basis. So by diet, I just mean what we eat on a daily basis, and it doesn't mean having a strict one. Our mental health is very important, and having a strict diet can sometimes play a very negative impact on our health. So I really don't recommend a strict diet unless you have a disease or a situation that requires it. Talking about mental health, this takes me to my two next pillars, which is yoga and meditation and self-care. Both of these pillars are extremely important to me when it comes to mental health. The term mental health refers to a person's cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well-being. It affects how people react to stressors, engage with others, and make choices. According to the World Health Organization, mental health is more than just the absence of mental health problems. It is the ability to manage existing conditions and stressors while maintaining ongoing wellness and happiness. Factors such as stress, anxiety, depression can all have a huge negative impact on our mental health and disrupt a person's routine. And if we don't put a solution to these problems, it can cause diseases such as cancer. So this is why I think it's extremely important to take care of your mental health, and I will be sharing in this channel videos about how we can do this. And my last pillar is self-learning. And why am I saying this? In the world of science, it's extremely important to have an open mind because we're constantly learning new things and we're gaining new knowledge and having new discoveries. So we have to have this open mind in order to know when the time comes to accept that maybe what we thought was right in the past, we might have been wrong all along and we're just realizing, or a treatment that we thought was working, in fact, isn't working and is leading to something worse, and vice versa. It could happen vice versa. So for this reason, it's really important to have an open mind and have this habit of self-learning to be able to know what is right for you. And what I want to say with this is that it doesn't matter what the habits I tell you to do in order for you to live a healthy life or what other people tell you to do. I think it's really important that you do your own research so that you know where this information is coming from, what is known up to today and what works for you. So these are my 6 pillars of living an anti-cancer lifestyle. I really hope that this video helped you understand what it means for me to live an anti-cancer lifestyle and kind of what you can expect on this channel and what the videos are going to be about. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it on the comment section and I will try either to answer or create a video diving in deeper into that question that you have. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!